Squirrels, attack.
Why are these? Why,
Yes, sir.
Why is there a donkey on your bed, Wonjin?
Donkey.
Looking all satisfied with a baby oil, empty bottle of baby oil in his mouth.
Where did a donkey come from?
I mean, I'm asking you, why is the donkey on your bed?
Donkey.
And why is there's squirrels like heading towards its? Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joji Movies Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm Wonjin.
This is our Let's Talk session where we talk with y'all about everything and anything. We put the title in as a placeholder, How to Train Your Dog. Because our dear subscriber, Walker, was talking about dogs. But Walker, we can talk about anything you want. What's up, ZZ? Joe, I need to tell you. What do you need to tell me, ZZ? Tell the all-knowing Joe. The all-wise Joe. Joe the magnificent. Joe the flourishing. Your mustache makes you look like an uncle. No, I'm not shaving it because I had acne here, and then last time I just cut through the acne.
Ouch.
So I'm waiting for that. That's why I'm keeping it. It's not for like a visual pleasure. It's just for practical purposes. But thank you. I am I'm an actual uncle, so I have a nephew. So how to train your dog? Like dogs need to be properly disciplined, man.
I see. Like there are TV shows. You know, the U.S. for a long time they had like shows like The Dog Whisperer.
Yeah.
And we're getting like similar shows in South Korea as well because we now have more people adopting a dog as part of their family. And one thing that's happening is some people are unaware or they're not like educated on how to train them and discipline them properly. And when they have like a big dog, sometimes they cause like accidents. They bite like strangers or something, and then they get dragged into this like a whole shitstorm of lawsuits and everything. So I think it's really important for people to know how to properly discipline them, and also I think it's also important for non like dog owners to like learn how to react to dogs' aggression and stuff.
Hey boys, listen, Red is a real mama's boy, Richie, because that's the way she brought him up, and every time he gets in trouble, he gets very submissive. Daddy means fun, mom means business. Yeah. Is old Trish fault Red as a mommy's boy? Why is that every time Red gets in trouble with Red, he's very submissive, but he does get messy with me sometimes, but not all the time. It's playtime with me. Like, because he's probably doing playtime with you is because you're probably stronger, Walker, because I used to play tug, and I used to be the one doing all the walking around with my dog because I had the endurance for it. So I would just run until he tires out and ask me to carry him home. Yeah. Lol, let's be realistic. People can't educate themselves sometimes, not to mention another person. I believe that if you want to have a good dog, you have to have a certain discipline as a person. That's very true. I mean, people think dogs are cute, so therefore I should buy it or adopt it. But no, dogs are actually very complex creatures. And they're very smart. I think I read somewhere, and from my experience, they can memorize like 44 words. Like, so they understand it.
Yeah, we even see these videos on YouTube where dogs have this choice of buttons. And when they press it, the human voice comes out, like a phrase or a word. And after hearing like a person's question, they answer it by pressing these buttons, and they make sense.
Yeah. No, so they're very smart, but they have to be disciplined. Like Walker, I think one thing is, I know you love your dog, but sometimes you got to punish it. Like you can't think of it as a human being. Like it has to be properly trained, and mostly through food, though. But sometimes I did use
the stick.
I wouldn't call it violence, but I would tug harder at its neck if it does certain things that I know it's not good for him.
I heard that they need to learn through such input.
Yeah, some input.
And I think the trouble comes from like interpreting all these commands and actions in human perspective, because we believe that they're fragile and this might hurt them and something. But when I heard these like professional dog trainers speak about these things, they're very adamant on being strict with the dogs. And when you like yank the leash, you have to do it very powerfully. Otherwise they will not obey your commands, and eventually they will learn that they can get away with not obeying the commands. And that's like the accidents you see on YouTube where like the woman gets dragged by their dog. And
so small dogs are easier because the best way to discipline a small dog is to lift it up. Because when it doesn't do what you say, lift it up, it becomes completely powerless, right? So that's just the best way to discipline a small dog.
Probably say like, put me down.
No, it doesn't. It just goes like this. It gives up. It gives up completely. Like at least dogs up to 15 kilograms, I would say, you can do that. But bigger dogs is another story. Scott Walker. Sometimes when I finish, I walk with Red. He wants to go to Wonga. Why is that? Every time we get near rest stop and wants to go longer. Yeah, he probably has more energy left, Walker. So they're perfectly capable of understanding, but they have difficulty with emotional regulation. Scott Walker, did you know American Bulldogs were naturally born to be protective of their owners, and they are very loving with their family members and will do anything to protect them? And but Scott Walker, here's the thing: territorial breeds are the troublemakers. Because if not troublemakers, but they need to be trained properly.
Yeah, because like you said, they're very protective of their family. So if they believe that their family is in danger, at least in their own heads, they will do anything to protect them, including like killing a toddler.
Scott, in Korea, how many American Bulldogs have you guys seen? Never.
I've seen a couple in the city, but they're very rare to spot in cities because they're too big. Usually, I think like the owners of pit bull terriers and these big bulldogs, they live like in the suburbs.
Oh, I actually seen it once, but we see a lot of French bulldogs though, smaller,
the little ones. Yeah.
So if the dog misbehaves, you take 1 day of food away, and you make sure to tell them that there will be no food. Let's see. Have you ever had a dog? I don't think you ever had a dog.
I think the dog will forget what it did wrong.
No,
I think you told me, like, if you want to discipline the dog, you have to do it immediately. So it understands why it's being punished.
Yeah. If when I have my dog, when it pissed on a place that it's not supposed to, I immediately pulled him down. And like shouting and sometimes shouting and gesture is enough, because dog would make this guilty face. And because and another thing is, you know how humans looking eye to eye is polite, right? In dogs, that's not the case. So you have to like some people get mad. Why aren't you looking at me? That's wrong. The dog his immediate response is not to look at you because you are of upper tier. So don't misunderstand that. And there are certain things that your dog does that you, by living with it, understand. You have to catch those really quickly, but that actually comes naturally. I think it's like a mother and child thing. I mean, I never had a child before, but you know how like some mother understands their children's goo goo gaga? Like it's kind of like that. So you gotta learn what it wants really quickly, and becomes easier. Zezzy.
I volunteered with the dog shelter, so most dogs were
feral. I volunteered there too,
Most of them were big guys, sheepdogs and such. So I learned from the vets and caretakers that worked there how to control them.
Yeah, but I mean, I worked there too, but like the problem with like feral dogs are like how do I? It's like Arkham, like like
Arkham.
Like it's really hard for them to come back from that. So when I was working at a shelter, the way you treat your own dog and the way you treat a shelter dog is very different. Like, because with your dog, most of the times you start as a puppy. First of all, that helps a lot. Like the puppy habit lasts forever. But the problem with dog shelters are a lot of them are like 5-6 years old. Like that's an adult. Like you can't change them already. So there was this one dog that I remember, a big dog, because big dogs are usually and the irony of big dogs is they're the ones who usually get dumped because they're so hard to take care of
and also difficult to maintain.
Yeah. So there was this Beethoven dog in that shelter, I remember.
What were they called? The breed?
Yeah, I mean
Saint Bernard.
Yeah, Saint Bernard. Yeah, it was huge, but he was always in the corner, just growling at everybody. Like you could tell it did not like humans. And the only way to feed it was there was just only this one trainer that was allowed to go close to him, and then anybody else could not feed him. He was in that serious of a state of like complete distrust, and at that point, it's really hard to come back from that. I mean, I'm not an expert dog trainer, so I don't know. Maybe there is a way to do that they can do, but yeah, there's Scott Walker. Years ago, when I was at school at this train station where I used to go, I see these people take a huge black bulldog on the train with them all the time. There's one thing about Red I love. He's a real ladies' man. Every time he sees a female dog, he gets really horny. But he is being neutered. Yeah, you got to neuter them for their own sake, Walker. Also, giving and taking away affection is extremely painful for them. Silent punishment is also extremely sad for them. Yeah, I mean, I think they're like, and another thing is, every dog is different. They all have their personality. Some dogs actually are better at like being away from you, and some dogs aren't. And you can't tell unless you're with it, because I think my dog was actually relatively okay being apart, because I could see him in CCTV because I installed that app and everything. He was all right. Like, I mean, dogs are this smart. Like, he knew where when I'm leaving, which course I'm taking, so he's at the window watching me. like really.
That's adorable.
Yeah, and then he makes sure it's out of my eyesight, and then he starts sleeping. And then
that's so cute.
Yeah, and then he would fuck around with a lot of different things while I'm not there that I did not know about. Like, he would just like pull down the item from the desk. It says, instead of imposing yourself as the alpha, just give them all at once. Get them used with that amount of attention. When they mess up, just take everything away from them. Yeah, I mean, but like once you have a dog, it's really hard to discipline them though, because one of the things that the person that I adopted the dog from told me was not to let it sleep with me on the bed. Because make sure it's under you so that it knows it's lower than you. I broke that rule within a month. Like, it would just come up and look at me like, I need to sleep with you. And then it would just, it just need to lie down. I broke that rule within a month. Scott Walker. And with Red, sometimes when interests play fight, he's very protective with Trish. Yeah, all the time. And every time I put my ghost face mask on, and constantly he gets pretty aggressive, but yeah, because Walker he
detects evil.
Yeah, because you got to remember, dogs don't have the color we do.
Oh, that's right. They see differently.
Yeah, so they see less. So if you wear a costume like that,
they're gonna freak out.
They won't recognize you visually, but they'll need to come to you and smell you to confirm. Like, so they might turn aggressive very quickly. Red is very protective of Trish sometimes when we play fight me in 3. He gets pretty protective of Trick, and when I put my Scream outfit on, he gets more protective guard dog mode, turns not aggressive. Yeah. Hey, how big is Red? How much does Red weigh?
Judging from what he said before, I think it was a pretty big dog.
Yeah. Because some dogs play rough, because biting is a serious problem. You got to cure that right away. Like, If they even bite you slightly, you have to punish them right there. Like, you don't have to hit them or anything, but you gotta shout at them. Don't do that. What? And until it shivers, because if you don't check that, that can turn really dangerous quickly. BS, nobody can do that. Humans and dogs used to sleep together from the beginning of dog-human history, especially in cold environments. Oh, that makes sense. It's for the mutual warmth, right? Because, I mean, it's a huge sign of affection. Oh, one thing I have to warn you. The dog will wake you up. The dog will straight up wake you up. Like, no guilt. It will start off with the feet, and then it will just put your palm on like places you never expected.
Get up, bitch.
Yeah, wake up. It won't stop. Like, it will not stop. Like, you can lie there 15 minutes. You're gonna take a break and then do it again. Oh, Red is about...
Oh, man, 40 kilos.
That's real big
that's
dog.
A big dog. Sometimes they fart really bad.
Yeah. Oh, Walker. So like, there's play biting and biting. As long as you know that he is not doing that. Like, because play biting is okay. Could you turn the camera on you for a moment? Thank you.
Okay.
Oh, because I'm trying to unchain myself.
He's secretly trying to get away from the squirrels. Like, seriously? Chemical explosion. Don't want to imagine. Did you know that all dogs have this thing in their butt? What thing in their butt? You mean like this, like, what was it? Like a gland that humans don't have?
Oh, there possibly. I actually don't remember that. There could be anal gland.
Yeah, I think maybe it's to mark like territories and stuff, maybe.
Could be.
These glands that collect poop. Okay. I guess it's for that reason. It probably had like a function to play.
No, but once you live with the dog, all those things don't matter anymore. Like in the beginning when it pissed, it smelled bad. Like 1 month later, it did not smell bad to me.
Or is it that you got used to it?
Yeah, probably. I got used to it. You get used to it real. Oh, but like one thing you have to be careful is once you own a dog, you don't smell it, but everybody else does. Like people who don't have dogs, they smell the dog immediately, like the dog smell. It's all over your body. And so, I don't know. Depending on your guest, some people don't like that. No, but you know what the saddest thing about dog is? Before I had a dog, I did not know that they lived that short. I thought they lived 30 years or something.
Yeah, but that's so sad.
It's like 12
years is like a glimpse.
I mean, today I guess they have such good care. That's why they're living 15, 16. Normally, it's like 10 to 12. When Red farts, he's farted really, really bad. My old people, one time it was a windy day. Wendy, he crapped and fired at the same time. The backyard smells so bad. Oh my god! Walker, it's like the opposite of Prowse's metalin. You can smell Red's fart. Oh, he's asking. Oh man.
Crapped and farted at the same time, professionally known as sharding.
What did he asking you?
Jin, with your honest opinion, what did you think of the photos of the white sperm whales I told you about last week? Were they incredible or are they fake? Wasn't that like a real one? I thought it was real, and I think it's like super majestic. It's very mysterious. You know, like people tens of thousands of years ago, if they ever witnessed that with their own eyes, they're gonna worship it as a god.
Well, they did worship crocodiles, so I mean, when they see that, they're gonna have a heart attack.
Years ago, my old pit bull, I had at the time did a really big crap and fart at the same time. It was a really windy day. It stunk out the whole backyard. Oh man. And big dogs also eat a lot, so they also poop a lot.
Yo,
it's like human poo.
No, let me tell you something. Small dogs eat plenty too.
Really?
Like some dogs, like it depends on. I think it depends on where you adopt them from. Like some dogs just have vacuum cleaner mouth. It made me wonder, like,
everything.
Did you have to survive with, like, because I think some dogs had to compete with other dogs to eat, because we, like, sometimes you don't get the puppy right off the bat. You get them after a couple months sometimes, or 3 months. Then they're already starting to get these habits. So, like, my dog was a vacuum cleaner. Like, everything I put on the bowl, it would eat, nonstop. So we had to control the
appetite.
Like how much portion we give it because it won't stop.
Let me see.
And wagging the tail is a telltale sign of happiness, of course. And what else? Oh, but I really hate this about dogs. What do you hate about dogs, Edzy?
What, the feeding?
They have no limit on food. Oh, let me tell you a story about my dog. So I had a couple, like, there was a bunch of people, right? And we were preparing to eat samgyeopsal, that's Korean pork. It was literally this big with kimchi, right? We go out for something, we come back, it's gone.
Oh my god. The dog ate it all?
Let me finish my fucking story. And then I was like, who did this? And then my dog is in the corner, like, all guilty looking. I go to his mouth, and it smells like kimchi. It went up there because it jumped. like this height, and then vacuum clean everything.
Oh man.
Yeah.
It just wanted it so bad.
No, but the funny thing is, we were not mad. Like that's what dogs do to you. Like you, like hey. I bet if you can tell what kind of person you are when you have a dog. Like if you want to murder it, you're not a good person. But like it will kind of make you a good person in a way too. Scott Walker, if you got a dog and he saw you getting attacked by another dog in the front yard, could you picture your dog coming to your rescue? I bet Red would do that to me and Trish. My dog, I knew would not come to my rescue. 100%.
I'm gonna stay here safe.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all over.
You know your dog. I knew my dog would run. I had to be the protector. Like it's not that kind of dog. Yeah. Your responsibility was to keep that safe. No, but Walker, like it depends on the dog too. But big dogs, because one person I know, she owns a chindoke,
which is like this Korean breed of dog.
Kind of like what's that Japanese dog?
It's kind of like the
Akita. Yeah, Akita dog. There's a certain aura that a dog have. Like I knew her dog, if she got attacked, like the dog was gonna attack the attacker. Like, cause it was nice to me because I met her a couple of times, but just looking at her shoulders, like, and the way she plays,
it's like we're playing.
Like they're so strong.
I got my eyes on you. Watch it.
And sometimes, like, you know why I know that dog was a Shih Tzu. She's dangerous. Another chindoke is like barking at her out of like a fence. She jumped over it to meet the dog. Yeah, she jumped over it to meet the aggressor. Who the fuck is talking shit about me? It's just ran out. Like we had to catch it, and it turns out every neighbor knew about the two dogs' beef. They do not like each other. It was serious. Skywalker. Years ago, Truth had a dog named Ben. He was a Kelpie Red Heeler cross. You did not like the KK group. And he stuck his teeth underneath from her mom and dad's fence when they came to the house. I mean, that's a very territorial dog. There's Akitas. Yeah, it's Akita. Not the same breed, but they probably share the same ancestor. Akita looks like nice stuff, but they were breed for fighting. You don't joke with those breeds. No, hey, don't fuck with Akitas. Like, you know why, like Shiba Inu are all like that, man? They're like the smaller version of them. That's why the only reason why they're growling is because they're small, so they don't have the strength anymore. Yeah. But the big ones, like, because if you see them for real and you see them angry, you know something is serious. And you know they have a different aura than the bulldogs because they're lean and like lean muscular, like a boxer. And man, they don't fuck around. So you gotta train those dogs really well. Like chindoke, you have to train them.
Yeah, otherwise they're gonna hurt other people.
Yeah.
Anyways, anything else?
Walker, you got two more questions.
Yeah, let's take a couple more questions, and we're gonna go eat.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
No, but I'm a dog person. Before I had a dog, I was not a dog person. But once I had a dog, for me, because I adopted it at the spur of the moment. You know, that Chungmuro where they have those dog shops? That's where I adopted from.
You see the dogs like over the window, and they're so cute.
Yeah, and we have 5 candidates, and my dog just stuck his nose out the window like, adopt me. Like, me, motherfucker, me. And then, and the problem with my dog was it's a Japanese Spitz, and they're a real people dog. Every time a delivery man comes, it would chase him to the elevator. Like, play with me. Who are you? Why are you here? Play me. Love me. Like, I had to bring it back. Yeah.
The bite force of an American Bulldog, 350 pounds per square inch. Do you like a melon you buy for? It's 500 pounds. And the Labrador's 335. Alaskan Malamute bite force is 500 pounds per square inch.
No.
Oh man, that's scary.
Yeah. Do you want to build a snowman? No.
Let's see. Tiger bite force in PSI. Tiger time. Holy crap.
That's like 600 kilograms, though. That's actually pretty similar to...
Oh, my God. 1,000 to 1,200 pounds per square inch.
Oh, one tip for aggressive dogs is don't run away. Like, don't run away.
Oh, man.
Wondering, if tigers were domesticated, would you raise one?
If I'm rich...
Because
remember, big dogs. What was it, like a Rottweiler? I heard they need to eat like 4 chickens a day.
God damn.
4 chickens. That's a dog. It's not a lion. It's a dog.
Wow.
Imagine how much a tiger needs to eat to maintain that muscle and that mass.
Just the body mass.
Man,
alone.
that's like 10 times a big dog. How are you gonna manage? And probably if you get to own like a domesticated tiger, you're probably not even feeding it yourself. You probably have this dude who feeds it. So you better be rich, like Mike
but you
Tyson.
gotta be the one that carry the meat tray to it too. Make sure it knows that you are the
guy who gives the meat.
Yeah, yeah.
The meat guy. It's like I'll be like the ice cream truck.
Yeah. Malamutes used to be my favorites, and Samoyed are Koreans love Samoyed. Because Japanese Spitz is basically a smaller version of Samoyed ZZ. Check out Killer Whale Bite Force.
Oh man, but that's like unfair because a killer whale, the weight of a killer whale goes into tons, not kilograms.
Right.
They're so big.
I bet they can
check it out.
I bet they can cut a tiger in half.
Yeah.
Like easily.
Like not just in half. It's gonna make tiger into cubes.
Right.
Killer whale bite force.
I think all whales will just win.
Holy
crap. Shit! I was not ready for that.
Man, 19,000 pounds per square inch.
That's like 17 times the tiger. God damn! I was not ready to look at that number. And for chickens, I don't buy a dog. I will just get an alligator. If you spend 4 chickens, at least spend them in some exotic ass animals. Yeah, but you gotta do that for years. Alligator, the problem is they live long, so you're gonna have to feed it for like 60 years.
Like a lot of chickens.
Yeah. Okay, guys. Hey, Walker, this was a great topic, man. Thank you for the suggestion. Hey, big shout out to
Nico X Mercado.
Yeah, Nico X Mercado. Thank you for the reply, man. And thank you if you are the 45th subscriber. I don't know, but if there's someone else, hey, 45th subscriber, thank you so much for joining in. Guys, we review movies and TV series every Saturday. KST starting around 7 p.m. That's Korea Standard Time.
GMT +9.
We also have this Let's Talk session where we talk with y'all about anything and everything. Thank you so much for joining in. And if you can join us, please join the chat too. What's up?
Joe, look at the bright side. When you get tired of the gator, you turn it into a Prada bag. Win-win.
Okay, ZZ. ZZ, you told me you were vegetarian.
All those chickens.
Oh, my God.
All those chickens for a Prada bag.
Oh, my God.
Boys, answer the question, please. What is so bad about sleeping at the airport hotels? Is it the money? Is the hotels? Is it too noisy because of the planes taking off and landing? I think unless you have a plane to catch, it's not necessarily a good idea to sleep in a hotel near the airport because, like you said, it's gonna be pretty noisy. But if you're like stopping by or you have a flight sometime very soon, then it makes sense.
Yeah, so Walker, I want to add something to what one just said. If I'm alone, I'm never using the hotel. But if I'm with a family or like in your case, Red is coming on, maybe staying in a hotel is a good idea because the dog and Trish can, relax a little bit better. Because I think large group travel always just becomes harder.
Yeah.
But I'm used to traveling alone, so that's why I don't want to waste time there. They have noise canceling walls. Yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you for joining in. This has been Joe J. Movies So Awesome. I'm Joe.
I'm One J.
We'll see you next week, guys. Bye.
Thank you.
Free me, master. All these donkeys and squirrels. All these donkeys and squirrels. Why are there squirrels and donkeys everywhere? Please, master. Why there? No! Why are you whipping me not on my back but there?
Squirrels, get him.
A squirrel just shat on my face.